The sun is setting over the Mpumalanga Highveld, leaving 26 of the original 37 starters to reflect on a tough day's rallying, while a typical Highveld thunderstorm closes in. This is the final day of the 2009 Sasol South African Rally Championship. Overnight rain means a wet start for the remaining crews and a new playground. Day 2 is all based in and around the Rally Star facility, close to Bobsfontein, east of Johannesburg and Pretoria. Rally Star is a mecca for all rally drivers and teams in Gauteng, and home to the famous Super Special Stage and the Rally Star Academy. But on the final day of this year's championship, Rally Star is also home to the day that will decide the outcome of the championship, as 8 stages covering 76 kilometers were all that stood between Hergen Fecken or Johnny Gemmel and the coveted crown of Sasol South African Rally Champion. On day 1, Hergen Fecken drove like a man possessed in order to open up a gap. He was rewarded with a 20-second overnight lead. But will 20 seconds be enough?
Yeah, it's going to be hard work. It looks like it's wet in places. You know, if you slip a bit wide, you could lose 20 odd seconds. So I think it's going to be a tough day.
Johnny Gemmel had it all to do. The question in his mind had to be, is 20 seconds too much?
You know, it rained quite a bit last night, so it becomes quite a lottery, eh? One little slip here or there, like I had yesterday in stage 1, can cost you 15, 20 seconds.
Enzo Keen was only 10 seconds from the lead, but he had a job to do.
Well, I'm here to do a job of protect Hergen, so I think I'm in the perfect position for that at the moment.
Stage 5, or the first stage of Saturday, is the famous Rally Star Super Special Stage. As if it isn't tough enough to race the stopwatch, the teams will also have to face each other, the wet conditions, as well as huge jumps that will launch the cars into the air right in front of the spectators.
It's the first stage of Saturday and the perfect time to make a move or to not make a mistake. The New Africa Developments Toyota Rynix of Jaapie van Niekerk and Robin Houten and the Total Evolution Toyota Rynix of Fernando Rueda and Dave Lefkowitz both found the going slippery. Van Niekerk lost a few seconds to Rueda on the first run over this tricky Super Special, but still maintained his 5th place overall ahead of the Spaniard. The next race was unfortunately not between championship rivals Gemmel and Fecken, as Johnny Gemmel and Peter Marsh lined up to battle it out with Jan Habig and Douglas Judd. It served as a great indication as to what sort of mood Gemmel was in, as the Castrol Toyota Auris flew over the finish jump in a time of 2 minutes and 6 seconds, a full 3 seconds faster than the BP Ultimate Polo of Habig.
2, 1, go.
Hergen Fecken and Pierre Aris had a 20-second lead over arch rival Gemmel, but their first obstacle for the day was second-placed BP Ultimate teammates Enzo Keen and Guy Hodgson. Fecken lost this small little battle to Keen, but more importantly, his time of 2 minutes and 11 seconds was a full 5 seconds slower than that of Gemmel. The lead had shrunk from 20 seconds to 15 seconds in just 2 kilometers, and the championship fight was on.
After 5 of 12 stages, Gemmel's stage-winning time puts him right back into contention, and now only 14 seconds behind championship rival Fecken. But Keen holds all the aces as he now moves to within 6 seconds from the lead. Habig maintains his 4th ahead of Van Niekerk and Rueda. After the break, the 2009 Sasol South African Rally Championship enters its final few stages. Will Fecken hang on to his lead, or will Gemmel close the gap? Remain before the 2009 Sasol South African Rally Champion will be crowned. At this stage, it's advantage Fecken as he has a 15-second lead over Gemmel, but the Toyota driver is now on a charge and has Fecken in his sights. Toyota dealer Gauteng rally action continues with stage 6 or Tweefontein. This 24-kilometer stage ends right at Rally Star, providing the large and enthusiastic crowd with another perfect opportunity to get close to all the action.
Overnight, 6th-placed Fernando Rueda and Dave Lefkowitz had no choice but to open the road on day 2. The Total Evolution Rynix blasted around Tweefontein and through the mud in a time of 17 minutes and 10 seconds.
Oh, we must respond 4 times and overshot another 3. It's just like so. Really, it's like if you're trying to drive on salt.
Jaapie van Niekerk and Robin Houten had high hopes of finishing their 2nd season behind the wheel of the New Africa Developments Toyota Rynix on a high note. Van Niekerk perhaps even had ambitions to try and close the gap to 4th place Habig. But on stage 6 it all went wrong. The New Africa Developments Rynix slipped on the slippery mud and got stuck for nearly 5 agonizing minutes. The pair eventually managed to free the Runnicks at last and survived another wrong slot closer to the end, but in excess of 5 minutes was lost, and with it all chances of a better finish.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with the car. It's just extremely wet out there, and you know, we went through a big mud puddle, and we, you know, didn't direct us in the right direction. We went right, and we got stuck there, and that's the story.
Jan Habig and Douglas Judd were the next ones to tackle Tweefontein in their BP Ultimate Polo. The benchmark time so far was the 17 minutes and 10 seconds set by Rueda. But Habig thrashed this time by crossing the flying finish in 16 minutes and 21 seconds. It often only takes one stage to decide the outcome of a rally, or even worse, the outcome of an entire championship. For Johnny Gemmell and Peter Marsh, the 23-kilometer Tweefontein stage was the stage for them to make their move. The Castrol Toyota Auris was flying on the stage before, proving that Gemmell had every intention to fight to the bitter end.
Wow, same stage, same place. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Same stage. Right? I can't believe this. Dead.
It's only 2 running. Smoking engine.
It's gone. Okay. Engine's gone. Man.
Rivals Hergen was the next car on the road. When the BP Ultimate Polo passed the stricken Auris, it became clear that the fight was over.
No, we passed John in the stage about halfway.
What does it look like? Is he going to get out?
No, he's out of the car. He's showed us to go fast, so I think it's over.
It was all over for Gemmell and Toyota, who had no choice but to accept defeat after a brave fight to the bitter end.
I think it's emotional. I mean, you know, we really tried hard. We was right there till the end. I think we had a good season. You know, it was a good fight with Volkswagen all the way up to the end. But today just didn't work out. And, you know, I feel for Johnny. I know he's tried his best. I mean, the team has tried their best. We were there right up to the end. But it's not the way that we wanted it to finish. We would have loved to see that last stage, 1 second, you know, that build-up. And, yes, it just didn't transpire that way.
In the harsh and relentless world of South African rallying, defeat for one team means victory for another.
Yeah, I'm very sorry for Johnny. He was standing there next to the road, and I didn't know if I was shout yay or ah. I was looking forward to the dice, but yeah, luckily now the championship's wrapped up, so now we can push, try and see if we can win this rally.
The championship might have been over, but the rally still had to be decided. Enzo Keane and Guy Hodgson put their heads down and won stage 6 in a blistering time of just 16 minutes and 0 seconds to move past their teammates and straight into the rally lead.
Down and left 2 into left 2 and left 8. Watch the 8 coming, 8 left.
Yeah, no, things have turned upside down, and it's great for Volkswagen. We're in good spirit. And I was first to congratulate Hergen. I'm sure he had a smile on his face when he passed Johnny Gemmell on the side of the road.
After the Battle of Tweefontein, the dust and mud settled and order was restored to the chaos that raged just before. Volkswagen emerged from the battle in pole position with Keane, Feken and Jan Habig occupying the top 3 positions.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a tough rally, you know, it's quite wet and slippery. And, you know, yeah, 1, 2, 3 for VW is very good.
Confirmation of a very different looking leaderboard after stage 6. Previously second-placed Enzo Kuhn slips past his teammate Feken into the rally lead. But sadly for Toyota and rally fans in general, the championship battle is over, as Gemmell's name disappears from the leaderboard. Van Niekerk loses a number of places, while Skalkberger now finds himself in 4th position overall.
The super special stage at Rally Star provided a great spectacle throughout the day for the enthusiastic fans, as the stage was run no less than 4 times. With the championship fight settled, the remaining dirt road warriors could focus on the new task at hand, and that is to win the rally. Hergen, Feken and Pierre Aris had to temporarily put their championship winning joy at the back of their minds, and they did, as the BP Ultimate Polo won stage 7.
So right 6.
Teammates Enzo Keane and Guy Hodgson were only 1.3 seconds slower, maintaining their comfortable lead at the top. Jan Habig and Douglas Judd set the third fastest time to consolidate their third position overall, while Van Niekerk was on a comeback trail after his earlier drama. The new Africa Developments Runix set the fourth fastest time, but Van Niekerk was still 6th on the overall leaderboard. Ahead of Van Niekerk, Skalk Burger and Armand de Tooy were now in a fierce battle with a similar Total Evolution Toyota Runix of Fernando Rueda and Dave Lefkowitz. Burger was now having a dream debut in the top S2000 class and completed stage 7 in 4th overall with a slender 4-second advantage over the popular Spaniard in 5th.
Stages 8 and 9 are run without any service in between, again placing emphasis on reliability. Together they only account for 19 kilometers of special stage distance, but as we've seen, a lot can happen in 19 kilometers.
It's tough to compete against the might of the Volkswagen and Toyota factory teams, something which Jaapie van Niekerk and Robin Houten have succeeded in doing to a certain extent. The new Africa Developments Toyota Runix was still way down in 6th, but set the 4th and 3rd fastest times on stages 8 and 9. Fernando Rueda and Dave Lefkowitz started these two stages just 4 seconds behind Class S2000 newcomers Skalk Burger and Armand de Tooy. But on stage 8, Burger extended his lead by 21 seconds and took another second from the Spaniard on stage 9 to comfortably maintain his 4th position overall. The event started slowly for Jan Habig and Douglas Judd, who was slightly off the pace during Friday's stages. Habig looked more at home on Saturday's stages while entertaining the crowds with his spectacular driving style, setting the 2nd fastest times on both stages 8 and 9. With the championship now in the bag, Hergen Fekken and Pierre Aris could drive without any pressure on their shoulders. It sounds easy, but it's actually a very difficult situation to be in, as it is so easy to lose concentration and to make a mistake. On stage 8, they closed the gap to teammate Enzo Keen's lead by a full 7 seconds. Teammates or not, Enzo Keen and Guy Hodgson would have none of it. The lengthy Cape Townian hasn't tasted victory since last year's Sassel rally almost 18 months ago. On stage 9, Keen opened up the taps again and extended his lead over Fekken by another 11 seconds, stamping his authority on the Toyota dealer Gauteng rally.
Then 150, right 2 is turn right 9. There's the arrow, turn right 9. Right 9, left into left 2.
We're in a comfortable lead, yes, and we've got to get to the end. My aim for today was to help Bergen win the championship. That is done, so we are pleased.
With very few kilometers to go, Keen has a 13-second lead over teammate Fekken, with Habig a further 44 seconds back. Volkswagen's second 1-2-3 finish for the season was now within reach, and as they weren't prepared to gamble with such a good result, team boss Mike Barnard instructed his drivers to bring all 3 cars safely home. Stages of the 2009 Sassel South African Rally Championship. Stage 11 is a repeat of Tweefontein, the now infamous stage that settled the championship earlier in the day, followed by the final run over the now dusty Super Special at Rally Star.
With a number of top drivers falling by the wayside, Jaapie van Niekerk